Most people think managing blood sugar is all about avoiding foods. But what if the real answer is actually about adding the right ones? Welcome back to Mindful Eating, where we turn everyday food into everyday healing. Today we are talking about 5 everyday foods that quietly work inside your body to bring blood sugar down. No pills, no prescriptions, and no complicated diets. Just real food doing what nature designed it to do. Number 1. Bitter melon. Bitter melon looks unusual and tastes even more so, but what it does inside your body is nothing short of remarkable. It contains 3 active compounds, charantin, visine, and polypeptide P, that work together almost like natural insulin. Charantin helps your muscle cells absorb glucose from the blood, pulling sugar out of the bloodstream and putting it to work rather than letting it float dangerously high. Polypeptide P mimics the action of insulin so closely that researchers have been studying it for decades. Bitter melon also activates an enzyme called AMPK, which is the same enzyme that many diabetes medications try to trigger artificially. You can drink it as a juice in the morning on an empty stomach, as the fresh form gives you the full benefit. Number 2. Cinnamon. You probably have cinnamon sitting in your kitchen right now, and that small jar might be one of the most underrated tools for blood sugar control in your home. Cinnamon contains a compound called cinnamaldehyde, which increases the sensitivity of your cells to insulin. When your cells become more sensitive to insulin, they open up more readily to absorb glucose, meaning blood sugar drops naturally without your pancreas having to work overtime. Research published in the journal Diabetes Care found that just 1 to 6 grams of cinnamon daily reduced fasting blood sugar by up to 29% in people with type 2 diabetes. Cinnamon also slows the rate at which your stomach empties after a meal, which means glucose enters your bloodstream gradually rather than all at once. Add half a teaspoon to your morning tea, oatmeal, or warm water and make it a daily habit. Number 3. Fenugreek seeds. Here is something most people completely overlook. Fenugreek seeds are one of the most scientifically backed natural blood sugar regulators on the planet. These small golden seeds are loaded with soluble fiber, particularly a type called galactomannan. This fiber forms a thick gel inside your digestive tract when it meets water, and that gel physically slows down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates. When carbs absorb slowly, your blood sugar rises gently instead of spiking sharply. Fenugreek seeds also contain an amino acid called 4-hydroxyisoleucine, which directly stimulates your pancreas to produce more insulin, but only when blood sugar is high, which makes it remarkably smart and safe. Soak 1 tablespoon of fenugreek seeds overnight in water and drink that water along with the seeds first thing in the morning. Within a few weeks, the difference in your fasting blood sugar can be noticeable. Number 4. Berries, especially blueberries. Everyone talks about avoiding sugar when blood sugar is high, but most people do not realize that some naturally sweet foods actually help bring blood sugar down. Berries, especially blueberries, are packed with anthocyanins, which are the dark pigments that give them their deep blue, purple, and black colors. Anthocyanins improve how your cells respond to insulin by reducing inflammation in the tissues that surround insulin receptors. When inflammation goes down, those receptors work better, and glucose gets cleared from the blood more efficiently. Eating a handful of blueberries with your breakfast is a genuinely enjoyable way to manage your blood sugar. Number 5. Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar might be the most surprising item on this list, but the science behind it is very solid. The key active component is acetic acid, and it works through a fascinating mechanism. Acetic acid blocks the enzymes in your digestive system that break down complex carbohydrates into simple sugars. When sugars are released at once, your blood sugar response after a meal is significantly flatter and more stable. Studies have shown that taking 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar before a high-carbohydrate meal can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by 20 to 35%. It also improves insulin sensitivity overnight, which is why some people notice lower fasting blood sugar readings in the morning after taking it at night. Always dilute it in a full glass of water before drinking to protect your tooth enamel and esophagus. 1 tablespoon in water before your 2 main meals of the day is all it takes. The common thread in all 5 of these foods is that they do not force your body to do something artificial. They support and enhance what your body is already trying to do on its own. Your body wants balanced blood sugar. These foods just give it the tools to get there. Start with one, build the habit, then add another. Small, consistent changes in what you eat daily create results that no short-term fix ever could. If this was helpful, share it with someone who needs it, because this kind of information genuinely changes lives when it reaches the right person.